Guns N' Roses were once the most dangerous and popular band in the world, but had lost nearly all of their original members due to addiction and creative differences. Appetite for Destruction is the debut album of Guns N' Roses and was a true hard rock album, which also contained the majority of the band's hits. These songs were written about everything from love to their favorite beverage. Also, the original album art was met with controversy and had to be sold with a paper bag covering the case. It was released in 1987. Slash is one of the most iconic rock stars ever. His long hair and top hat, which cover his eyes, are recognized by many not even familiar with the band. His name is also a reason for his fame. This nickname was given to him by a childhood friend's father, and obviously it stuck. Slash's playing style is that of classic rock guitarist and is influenced by bands like Led Zeppelin, Aerosmith, and Deep Purple. Since Guns N' Roses, he has gone on to form a band with Guns bassist Duff McKagan named Velvet Revolver. Duff McKagan was the original bassist for Guns N' Roses and performed with them for 13 years before quitting. He then tried to launch a solo career before joining Slash to form Velvet Revolver. He was also one of the last people to see Nirvana frontman Kurt Cobain alive. Axl Rose is the original and only vocalist for Guns N' Roses. He is known for his raspy singing voice and controversial stage antics, which include fighting with an audience member who was taking pictures of the show. He very seldomly wears pants, although Slash has once said that he was the most civilized member of the band. The Rose in Guns N' Roses comes from his name. He also wrote the song Sweet Child of Mine for his former wife, Erin Everly. Steven Adler was the original drummer for Guns N' Roses. He was also the first member to be fired. He was first introduced to the band by Slash, who was Adler's childhood friend, and joined the band after they couldn't find a better drummer. He remained with the band for Appetite for Destruction and GNR Lies before being fired, rehired, and then fired again. Adler was also featured on Celebrity Rehab with Dr. Drew, a VH1 reality TV show. Izzy Stradlin was the original Guns N' Roses rhythm guitarist and wrote/co-wrote many of the band's songs. Some of his musical influences were Hanoi Rocks, Led Zeppelin, and Aerosmith. He was also the only original Guns N' Roses member to have graduated high school. Guns N' Roses has since undergone many lineup changes, as well as many members being fired, but had managed enough content over the past 13 years to scrape together a decent album that does not seem very close to what Guns N' Roses used to be. The album received mediocre reviews and contains several good songs, as well as several that are not so good. Guns N' Roses was so popular at one point that there was a great deal of Guns N' Roses merchandise made. These items include pinball machines, shoes, t-shirts, and Slash has even been featured in a Guitar Hero video game. This is the original Guns N' Roses symbol. Slash designed and drew this after looking through a Guns N' Bullets magazine to find the right gun to use as their symbol, and then inlaid them with roses on a background of a bullet. Although Guns N' Roses will never return to their former fame and skill they used to have, they still produce good rock music in a generation that desperately needs it. And as this picture shows, Appetite turns 20 in 2007, and over the past 20 years, Guns N' Roses has still managed to attract new young fans, despite not being mainstream anymore, and not releasing an album for 13 years.